The Visa National Championships, I had to walk that line. Marta Caroli had sent word through my coach, Amy Borman, that she wanted to see me perform the Memoir, aka the 2.5 twist, which includes a round-off back handspring entry and a 2.5 twist on the layout. In other words, it's one of the hardest vaults in the world, and I had never performed it in competition. "Amy, I'm not ready," I said, hyperventilating. "I haven't practiced the 2.5 enough. It's not safe." "Simone, you're the one who has to go out there and do the vault," she told me calmly. "So whatever you decide, I'll support you." In the end, I stuck with my planned back handspring double twisting Yurchenko, a vault I knew I could pull off. But my execution that day wasn't the greatest. I blasted off the vault with too much power, which caused me to lose control and make an obvious hop on the landing. Long story short, I barely squeaked out a tie for 7th on the vault. Then again, given that this was my first season as an elite junior gymnast, I'd medaled more than I thought I would. To my surprise, I'd even finished first in some events at earlier meets. But as I went up against the girls I admired, stars like Lexi Priestman, Caitlin Ohashi, Madison Desch, and Amelia Hundley, I was intimidated by how good they were. There was something else, too. I thought that if I went out and beat these girls, they wouldn't like me. And more than anything, I wanted these girls to see me as one of them. At Nationals, this lack of confidence had messed with my head. Now as I watched the mega screen where the roster of names would appear, I felt deep down that I could have done better. Maybe if I'd trained more, spent longer hours practicing in the gym, mastered more challenging skills, like the Memoir, I might be feeling less scared. A roar went up in the arena as the name of the highest-scoring junior gymnast lit the screen, Caitlin Ohashi. No surprise there. Caitlin had killed it on all her routines. I cheered for her loudly. One by one, the rest of the names appeared on the overhead screen. Number 2, Kyla Ross. Number 3, Sarah Finnegan. Number 4, Lexi Priestman. I held my breath, wishing with everything in me that my name would be next. Number 10, number 11, number 12. Then came the final girl, Madison Desch, number 13. One row below the list of winners, at number 14, I saw my own name. I'd missed making the junior national team by 1 spot. 1. I kept a smile plastered on my face as an announcer called each new team member to the stage. The rest of us stood on the sidelines as the chosen ones laughed and high-fived and hugged each other. As devastated as I felt, I was still happy for the other girls. They'd worked hard to make it this far. Still, I had to swallow my own disappointment as I watched photographers snap pictures that would later appear in USA Gymnastics magazine, Sports Illustrated, Time for Kids, all the glossies I'd poured over in my bedroom at home, admiring the gymnasts who'd reached the top of the sport. Tears were bubbling up inside me, but I refused to let the other girls or the coaches see me cry. I kept telling myself I'd done my best, trying to drown out the little voice in my head that whispered, "But did you really? Couldn't you have worked a little harder? Why didn't you do more?" The truth is that my heart was breaking. I had come to nationals with a goal of making the 2011 team, and it didn't happen. I simply hadn't been good enough. That's how my journey as an elite gymnast began, with a defeat that put an ache in my heart and doubts in my mind. As much as my family and coaches had cheered me on through hours and hours of training, through wobbles and missteps, through bumps and bruises, I was always secretly afraid that I'd let them and myself down. Maybe it's good we don't know what will happen next in our stories, because if we did, we might not turn the page, or we might skip ahead and never experience the good that comes out of the hard moment we're living through. I thought my failure at the 2011 Nationals was an ending, but it was really a beginning, a turning point on a journey I still can't believe I'm taking. No one